Welcome to the Comic Wrestling Podcast. This is another episode of the Comic Shop. I am Ace Williams. This is
Deadly Dave.
And used to feature, now just is
Marcadius.
Right at the beginning, you know I'm going to mention this. We didn't really have time to talk about it, but I'm going to mention this. Personal life, I just had a friend pass away on Wednesday. He was a pretty good friend of mine. Michael Nahara passed away on Wednesday, June 10th of 2020. Had a surgery and it didn't go very well, and it resulted in him passing away. I wanted to just mention his name and because I don't think anybody really in the world watches this too much, but we do a lot of tributes to people we don't really know. We only know them by name, but this is someone I really personally knew. He was one of the nicest human beings I've ever met in my life. I went to the Boston trip with him last year. I have pictures of him and me on my phone that I'd like to print out. I don't know, it's my own personal thing. Just a great, great dude. I have a shit ton of stories I could go on and on and on about, but I feel like I will get emotional about it, so I'm not gonna. That's pretty much it on that. So, Mike, may you rest in peace, buddy. I love you. So, into the fun stuff, we are doing the Lego, I put it as media. Lego media, because we're not really talking about Lego toys.
Right.
We're talking, yes, there's this, but it does belong to so it is the Lego media episode. I want to do a Lego actual review kind of episodes or whatever.
You can do a tour of your city and stuff.
Yeah, just whatever it'll be. I want to do that at some point. But before we do that, I actually want to review this. I don't do a lot of them. I'm going to do one of the Superman one you gave me. But there's a guy I work with. He has been pestering me to watch this. So he let me borrow it. It was pretty good. It's Justice League Dark. It's just Justice League Dark Apocalypse War. There is an actual thing called Justice League Dark. There is another movie that coincides with this. I've never seen it. It does make reference to it, so it was kind of weird not getting the references. It is the DC's version and a rated R version of Marvel's Infinity War, or Avengers Infinity War and Endgame combined. It is basically that same story, but rated R in cartoon formation. I won't do a spoiler review in case you do watch it.
I've seen it on the shelves, so.
What do you need to know going into that?
I don't know. You need to have seen
Couple of
the Teen Titans animated one of this.
Yeah.
You need to Justice League vs. Teen Titans?
Yeah.
You need to see that, I'm gonna assume.
Okay.
You need to see both of the Suicide Squad cartoon movies. You need to see any of the ones where Damian Wayne is in them.
Okay.
You need to see any of them that have any Justice League members in them.
Damn.
I think you gotta see all of them. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. The last animated DC movie I bought was... I have The Killing Joke on Blu-ray, which doesn't fit into any of these universe movies. And then... You can edit this out. I don't know what it is. I want to look professional, guys.
I don't know what this is.
Oh, man. Oh, you got it.
Oh.
There's The Killing Joke. Batman vs. Robin. This one has the Court of Owls. Is that how you say that word? Owls?
Ools. Yeah.
I guess.
How do you say it?
Owl.
Oh. Owls.
Owl.
Owls.
Which I hit with a truck one time.
Jesus, didn't you know? We're going to confess. Confession time. So, one night, we were driving home from his house after a pay-per-view. We're in town of the Greenwich. Oh, shit.
There's lots of Greenwiches, so.
New York City. We're in the
We're in
boroughs.
Greenwich.
We're in the
Greenwich.
boroughs, yes. So, there was just a big white owl in the road. And like a fucking piece of shit.
You hit Hedwig?
Dude, he did.
I didn't mean to hit
He
him.
did not mean to. You weren't going fast, but you were going the limit. And the bird picked up at the last second, and you saw it. We watched it try to go, and it just
Cling.
So we stop at Cumbies right here, right? And I get out of the vehicle, and we're not looking to see if there's anything in, but the whole owl was there. Was it not?
It was.
In your grill?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was hanging on by a talon.
Oh.
And then I had to...
Break his neck?
No!
It was dead. It was dead.
Oh.
Jesus Christ, killing a dead horse? What is that expression? Don't go around my child. No, they, I had to, like, break its foot out of the fucking grill, and then I walked over behind the fence and just dumped it there and then buried it with my foot.
Wow.
I think that's the reason I don't have good luck. I think I should have kissed it or something. It might have brought it back. I don't know the rules with an owl. They weren't clear in Harry Potter!
Magical.
Fucking things. So, I don't know. I don't even know what this movie is, honestly. I don't even know if I've watched it.
Okay.
But, it's brutal. This movie's brutal. I'm not going to give any spoilers away, but I will say one thing. Looks like I get the last words. Suck it, bitches. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. So, that's like the only review of a different movie variety I have.
Have you seen the Bill and Ted trailer?
I actually did. I watched that the other day, and I was like, this looks most excellent.
Yes, it really does.
I haven't seen it, guys.
Have you seen any of the Bill and Ted movies?
Yes.
Doesn't sound very convincing.
I like the one where they play death, and they, like, choose what game, and I think
the second one?
play, like, a video game?
Bogus Journey?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
He's coming back, though, which is cool.
Yeah, he's coming back as Death.
I mean, which you have to bring someone like him back, because you don't have Rufus, you don't have Carlin to do something with. So he's, what is his name, Bill Sadler?
Yeah, William Sadler.
William Sadler?
Yep.
He's like an iconic character in those movies. But to me, the trippiest part of that trailer wasn't even the other dude playing Ted. Like, seeing him grown up and shit. It was seeing Keanu Reeves look the way he does and not be John Wick.
Yeah.
It's like, John Wick just got stoned and this is his weekend. That feels like that, dude.
Yep.
It totally does. Because they excellent to each other. It's like...
And plus, you haven't seen it in so long.
I just watched the first one like a couple of weeks back. I got it on Blu-ray.
How does it hold up?
I love it.
Yeah.
Good.
It's bad, though. I mean...
Good.
CGI shit is bad because it's the 80s.
Yeah.
And it's not, especially when they're time traveling.
Yep.
But in this, it looks dope.
Yeah.
It looks dope. Then they're bodybuilders. I cannot wait to see Keanu Reeves in like a bodysuit. Like, I don't know. I'm totally ready for Bill and Ted.
It looks like they put a lot of thought into it and are really taking their time with it. So.
2021 is going to be the summer of Reeves.
Wow.
He's going to have John Wick 4, Matrix 4, SpongeBob, he's going to be in that. The Cyberpunk 2077 or 26, whatever the fuck that is, video game.
Yep.
And then Bill and Ted. It's going to be his summer. He's the man.
He was at E3 last year.
I know. I watched videos of it.
And he's like, "You're breathtaking."
Yeah.
That was
the best. That was the best. There's someone in the crowd videoing him presenting this game, and he kind of pauses for a minute, and someone just yells out from the crowd, "You're breathtaking!" And he stops, like...
Was it a man or a woman?
It was a dude.
Okay.
He stops and, like, pivots real fast, like, "No! You're breathtaking!"
Yeah.
And then you hear, like, the guy, like, squeal like a little pig on the camera, because it's like,
what?
that would have been awesome!
I think everyone in that crowd, well, how can you not like him?
Yeah.
He doesn't take himself seriously. Like, he's
cool.
not one of those celebrities that's a dick
Yeah,
that takes it too seriously. He's just a good dude.
He's a very cool dude. And Keanu, bud, Neo, John, other character names I can't think of right now, because you played John a lot in a lot of movies.
Ronan.
Ronan. Oh, that movie was cool.
He was in The Gift. You ever see The Gift?
No. I want to see the movie where he gets tied up from the two girls.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what that's.
I don't either, but man.
I always liked him with Shane Falco and the Replacements too.
No, yeah, that was a good one.
I like that one.
If you're listening, bud.
If he ever listened to this, that would be...
Yeah.
Just like you moved over for that lady on the subway, but I'm moving over for you. Come on to our show.
We'll put, right in the middle.
We'll be right in the middle. This will be Deadly Dave, Marcadius, and Ace, and Bill and Ted's excellent podcast.
Yeah.
That'd be cool as fuck.
That'd be fucking awesome.
If we could tag you in this some way, somehow, somewhere, can you tag? Are you online?
I'll put his name.
He is online. He is online. He is literally. He's online.
I'll put his name in the tags on YouTube.
I hope he hears this. Let's get it going. Because small podcasts matter. So
I'll say this. Whoa.
Isn't that?
It's Neo.
Oh, I was going more like Owen Wilson. Whoa.
Oh. No.
Wow. So yeah, on that we're gonna watch. Well, actually, we got a few things, a few other little to-do-dies, but we are going to be watching the Lego Batman movie, the Batman movie. There's a plethora of Lego Batman movies, but the
one that was in the theater.
The theater with Will Arnett as Batman and Michael Cera as Robin and Rosario Dawson.
Was it? Yeah.
What does it matter?
I love her so much.
Oh, I thought you were upset.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, I do too. We were upset because she was in that Darkseid movie here I was just talking about, but she plays Wonder Woman, come on, if she looks white, you'd be upset if it was a black character and we casted a white person to do their voice, would you not? You get at me at Ace Williams? I'm not really on social media much, so fuck y'all! I don't care about haters! So that's what we're watching.
Lovely lady. She plays Batgirl, right? Her voice is her?
Yep.
No, that is actually her.
Wow.
That's her in a Lego suit.
She's so blocky.
That's all of them in Lego suits. It's very crazy, isn't it not?
Will Arnett really hits it.
They shrunk them down.
We shrunk Will Arnett to Lego movie size. So, I dig it. I actually really like this movie a lot. They make reference to every live-action Batman movie up to this point. So we'll get that going right now. Because it's not really a review of that, but we'll talk about it because it's part of the whole show.
Do they mention being this?
What do you want?
Does Batman in this movie mention being in the other Lego movie, the first one?
I don't think they make a reference to it.
No, I don't think he does.
Because he's Wildstyle's boyfriend or something.
I think the only Lego one if you want to call it like that, the original Lego movie, the only reference to it is quick in this movie. They show, I'll point it out. But they show someone falling through the portal or whatever with a brick on them. And it's an image from the first movie.
Oh.
It's very quick. It's taking a while to play because my DVD player sucks. Sorry, folks. We may be the best, but we're not the best. Here we go, Warner Brothers. Look, they even started out like the Dark Knight series.
They'll never change that.
Good.
Well, that's the studio, right? Studios?
Yeah, but it's like legit. Like,
wag.
It's just dope. So, do we want to reveal this first or this first? I don't know what this is. I know what this is.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have a new logo. It will not be replacing the original logo, but it will be entering your homes, invading your minds, and capturing your hearts across the nation. It is a new logo. My idea, what would be the word? My idea, your devices have created this, and we have come together for the new Comic Wrestling Podcast logo. It is in the form of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle logo, so it's not complete gimmick infringement.
No.
It's just likenesses. Likenesses and a parody.
Yes.
Yeah, don't sue us, Nickelodeon.
Fuck Nickelodeon. You're not my childhood.
It's Paw Patrol now.
Because of the whole police thing?
Yeah.
Yo, my house is gonna get littered with Chase toys now. Littered with it. I wish they would make all this stuff as actual Legos.
Yeah, because can you imagine that as a set with all that shit?
I would kill for that airplane. But what's cool about these movies is, after Ferris Air, after watching like movies like this, it lets me go back and be like, okay, I didn't know I could make it like that. Now I can.
Yep.
Which is pretty awesome. But all these like just normal Joe Schmo little figures, man. Like I want all of them. I want all this. If people didn't know this by now, I'm a big Lego maniac.
They could make all these.
They could totally
They could
make
be doing
that.
sets every freaking week. They could be releasing a new set. Even if they just did it online.
Yeah, exactly.
These are just so well done.
Yeah, they're very creative.
Yeah, mesmerized by it, actually.
The colors are beautiful. It's an amazing looking film. But yes, this is the new logo. I absolutely love it.
I thought it came out really well.
This will be on T-shirts coming to you soon. That sounds right. So yeah, there's that. I absolutely love it. I think it's great. Is this one I can keep?
Yeah.
All right, sweetness. I am going to be paying you. Oh shit! I was supposed to have $25 for you. I want to buy another one of these and have this on it.
Okay.
We could probably get both our logos underneath it. Would you want our logos on it or not? Or would you rather just have a banner with just this on it?
I mean, we could do both eventually. You
Right.
know what I mean, so.
Because I would like to have two of those, because that looks amazing.
It really does.
That looks absolutely amazing. Very well done. I like the amount of paper that's down here. This part.
It's beautiful.
I do love it. I really absolutely do. So now we should get onto this.
It's awesome.
It's lightweight, so it's definitely not a dildo. Can I say that?
You can.
Yeah.
This was the best. There's YouTubers I watch, Abba and Preach. They are the funniest motherfuckers that I don't know. They are just so funny, and they were saying some pretty raunchy, offensive stuff if you get offended by the stuff they were saying on their YouTube thing the other day, and they stop. Or one of them is looking off in the distance like, I cannot believe he is saying that. And then the other one stops. He goes, Can I say that? And he goes, it's our show. Why not? And it just made me think of us, and I'm like, oh, okay, so there's other like-minded individuals out there.
No, you freeze.
No, you freeze. They did do a lot of sets out of this movie, though.
They did, but they weren't sets. They're all fucking vehicles.
Yeah, vehicles.
I hated
Yeah.
it.
Yep. Condiment King. I love the condiment. Just Condiment King. Who came up? That's just so weird.
See, like that looks so badass.
Now I saw a proof of this to okay it, but I have not seen the finished product. I wanted to wait until.
Oh, those are dope. Those are sweet. Those are wicked awesome. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes, these are the best. These are staying on the rest of the show. Can you actually see it say Ace Hole?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers, this says Ace Hole on it. These are the official Ace Hole glasses with the Ace Hole shirt. Y'all are a bunch of bitches. I love it. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah. You know where my dog was.
They look even better than I thought they would. That looks so badass.
I know I said they were going to stay on the whole time, but I lied because I want to look right now. Yeah, those do look fucking sweet.
I thought the yellow with the purple,
How much were these?
lens. That was, I think that was $30 for the custom.
That's sweet.
Yeah. But
Those are
I
bad.
figured something for when you do, macho and.
Right.
Was
So
it
I
the
don't
same
have to.
Ace Hole
I can be a parody now. I'm not going to be those people.
Yeah.
I will be. I don't know what I'll be. I'll figure out a name to go off of. I'm a spoof, like good old Ace Williams. That's that character. So I won't be those guys anymore. But I'll still do the gimmicks.
So Marcadius got something and you got something.
Yeah.
But you don't get to keep yours.
Oh.
So yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, that's enough. That's enough of that. Those are gonna go right there.
We're going into Conan. That's enough.
That's enough. I'm gonna do a quick little rundown review of these. So the last time we did a recording, actually, right there was Emmett with the Craggle.
Oh.
That's the only Lego movie reference they make.
Yep.
I never
Like,
noticed
why didn't
that.
they make any? Like, why not make that helicopter with that Commissioner Gordon with a couple of crazy bad guys?
Yeah. Or some of those GCPD.
Like, that
figures.
mayor isn't even a real character in this movie. It's Batman the whole time, right?
Yep.
But they made a set with that fucking character in it. Why?
If you're not going to do others that make more sense.
That makes more sense. Why are you going to do, like...
Madam Mayor.
I mean, it is cool to have literally every one of those vehicles I basically do have. Except for Penguins and Killer Crocs and Two-Faces. Because they were expensive.
Yeah.
And I was not paying their kind of money. The Penguins, actually, you can only get at Target. Except there's two Penguin ones. There's his, like, Cadillac Coupe de Ville looking motherfucking thing. And then the rubber ducky looking one. I have the rubber ducky one.
Let's get nuts, baby.
That's a Batman reference from Michael Keaton. You want to get nuts?
Oh, yeah.
Let's get nuts.
Yep.
So that's...
Oh, man.
There's so many... and I love it.
I forgot about that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have to cancel the podcast and just watch
Yeah,
this.
I'm mesmerized.
But, so the last time we did a recording, I believe it was, the Deadly One had two little Lego sets for me, which were French fry stand and a hamburger stand.
And they looked like cocaine bags. They literally looked like they were.
Oh, yeah, they did.
packages of
They're
cocaine.
still on my floor. So here's the little French fry stand. It was kind of a pain in the ass to put together because it does not like to stay together very well in certain spots. But it's still pretty fucking neat.
I kind of want a French fry.
They were a pain in the ass to put together because there were so many little pieces right here.
Yeah.
I like the stickers because like they're real looking. I have little base plates that I want to put them on and actually add it somewhere to my city. So there's the little French fry stand, and then the little hamburger.
That one looks a lot better than it does online. Like that together, that looks really cool.
Little hamburger den.
Lettuce, tomato, mayo.
Everything, man. It's very neat. Very neat.
Burger.
And for something that's not a Lego, creation, that's really well done.
Yep, these are really great. I like them a lot, and that's about it.
Hungry for burgers and Legos.
Oh, I'm hungry too. I didn't eat much at all today. So, let's talk about Lego movies and games. That's the media part of it, really, ladies and gentlemen. I want to put this away in case I stab you.
Alright, yeah, let's do that.
I have the sudden
Let's
urge.
put that away.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Oh, kidding. Actually, what's up, all you cool cats and kittens? It's Carol Baskins here with another episode of Big Cat Rescue. Today on the episode, we've got Big Cat himself, Marcadius, in the Tiger, Deadly Dave. I am Ace Williams, the kitty cat with the kitty claws. I tried to do something fun there.
How's the new cat world treating you?
Ow. Did you see
acquired
that she...
No Exotic.
Crazy. Hope she dies. She's
Murderer.
ridiculous. She's a murderer of dreams, of cats, of people. Just of
Better husband.
of style. She's a murderer of how to ride a bike.
Yeah.
She's a murderer of beautiful paths in the woods. She's just a murderer of everything.
Carol Baskin.
Carol Baskins, you bitch! So.
Was good, right?
It was great. It was great. So, I guess the first thing about Lego, the movies and stuff, you kind of got to talk about the toys a little bit, because it's got to have a little bit of a segue. So, obviously, I've been a huge Lego little toy kid fan my whole life. I've had them my whole life. I got a slew of them still. So that just automatically makes me interested in these movies. We'll go around the table. Marcadius, what came
got
first?
Me into Legos?
Well, right. What got you into Legos to basically get you to this conversation right here today about the movies and games? How did that happen for you? Oh, it's a hard one. This is a hard one.
I don't know, I guess meeting you got, because I know what, you love Legos, and I don't really know what got me here. I'm a kid at heart, and I like to play with Legos.
Yeah, but when I first met you, though, you were already interested in the games and stuff.
Yeah, I was.
So, did you get sets when you were a kid to make you interested?
Yeah, but
they
were never. My cousin would get me like Star Wars sets, and I would build them, and then they would just go away. Like I would lose them, or I don't know. I mean, the games definitely got me into, I think,
What about
liking them more. Like Lego Batman 1.
And now I let you borrow that movie, right?
Yeah.
Would you?
It's great. It's just like the game.
It's just like the game.
Basically, if you've played the game, you're gonna know pretty much all that movie, and it's funny as hell.
It is. It's very entertaining in a different way than these Lego movies.
Yeah.
Very different, but yet similar. How did it kind of transition through?
For me, it was going to the cons and seeing all the different minifigs that you could get.
Mm-hmm.
And then, and plus being around you and seeing how much you love it. I mean, like, I'm not a collector as much as you, but it's still fun to just... It's something that doesn't take up a lot of space either, really. I mean, you can kind of, yours does. But, I mean, you can kind of compact, especially if all you buy is minifigs, you can compact them all together and, you know what I mean?
You can.
And it was interesting to start watching the movies and all that stuff.
I
and seeing what they
definitely
did
remember when we went to the first cons. I mean, I liked the Legos I had from going to the stores and shit, but then realizing people make custom ones. I did not know that was a thing. So I remember grabbing Galactus and like a couple Fantastic Four members, and I'm like, I'm going back to the table to get more. And I remember you eyeballing and buying, because I think that was your jumping off point, were the Joker goons.
Yep.
Wanting to try to get all of them at first.
From the Dark Knight, yeah.
And then it transitioned into the other Batman characters, and then wherever it is now.
So the clown face guy?
Yeah, yep.
Cool.
Yep.
As soon as I saw those, I was like, they make these?
Wow.
Yeah. Even me as a Lego person, like, to this day, it's a perfect prime example. When you told me this, and I see this, it's like, one, how is Lego not making little things like this, right? You know what I mean? And then I'm in the store the other day, and they have a burger shop. Comes with like a fire truck. $60. I'm like, why?
And it's not cool as that, I don't think.
No, I mean, it's cool because it looks more like a diner.
Yep.
But this is cool because it looks like a little burger shop that's so unique in its own character. You know what I mean? Like
Burger Mike.
Which, honestly, I honestly thought about taking this and trying to make it into Frylock.
Oh, yeah.
From Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Just taking the whole, and just trying to figure out how to make a face to that.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't that be badass? Do you know what that is?
I'll have to order you another one.
I think that would be so, because that's...
You could do it.
You could. Picture that with his pissed off looking...
Yeah. You need, like, white bricks to, like, build a face out of it.
Mm-hmm. I just was thinking, like, that would be so cool. Do they make a milkshake one or anything?
I'll have to look.
Just for the sake of having you... Like, why wouldn't you want to shake?
I know they had a milkshake McDonald's toy that, like, transformed. It was like a soda or something. Sorry.
This is the Lego episode. This is not McDonald's. This guy. But
it was definitely going to the cons and seeing all that stuff. Yeah.
It really that's where my addiction really set off. I couldn't go to these. I even had the chick from Toying Around. It was like the third time we went. I brought $100 because I wanted to spend $100 on minifigs, and I ended up spending like maybe 40, 50. And I remember her saying to me, "This is the most I've ever seen anybody buy at once." And I'm like thinking to myself, really? Really? You don't realize I'm here to spend $100 and you just only happen to have $50 worth? I'd have blown your mind if I gave you that full 100 and told you to keep it.
Wow.
Like...
And now they know you by name and like, oh, here comes the Lego guy.
They pretty much know me when they recognize me anyways. But I've looked online because I absolutely... Like, look at these cool bat vehicles. Why didn't you make those?
What's the Batwing?
Well, he's kind of in a harbor, so there wouldn't be one. Go to bed. I like that he's just sitting there eating lobster, though. I think that's pretty awesome.
And that lobster came with one of the
Yeah.
It's just such good
And
shit.
that leisure suit.
And he just
Yeah,
randomly
robe.
pulls out a guitar and starts playing it.
Yeah, the robe. Actually, I've used that body to make the Chameleon from Spider-Man because there's just an image of him that's pretty iconic of him wearing a green robe and just a white face, but that's close enough. And then my Hugh Hefner.
Yes, Hugh Hefner robe.
I've actually seen a lot of minifigs down in Florida when I go to the flea markets now. Like there'll
Yeah.
be 3 or 4 tables that have minifigs.
It's
on them.
great. Well, when we first started going to the con, it was only like 1 or 2 people that honestly had a table. And then when you go to specifically the Albany one, because it's split up into 2 rooms,
Yep.
there's like 5 vendors here and 5 vendors there with rooms or with Lego tables, and it's like
And they don't all have the same thing
no,
either.
that's the
Yep.
problem I run into. One of the last ones we went to in Albany, we went to I think it was the Arn Anderson one, I think. But we went into the one room where he was, let's just say it was that one. I ended up getting what I ended up getting, going into another room, and I ended up building off of it, but it was half of Iron Man's Hall of Armors.
Yep.
And I'm looking at it, I'm like, what? I've never seen that. Like, that's amazing.
That's new.
I need this. And I said to the guy, like, because he had a sticker on it for $30. I'm like, $30 for that whole thing, that's it? He's like, yeah, it came with like 6 suits, a Tony Stark, and then it's 1/2 of an entire fucking Iron Man room.
Whoa.
I was like, I'm going to buy that and build off of it and make my own fucking thing. And that's exactly what I did, but you never know what you're going to find Lego-wise at cons. But that's definitely, I mean, getting into the toys was what got me into the movies and the video games. So, without further ado, we'll talk about the movies and the video games. Movies. So, we'll start with... Well, mostly for the movies, what we have are DC movies, because that's really Warner Brothers was the ones that own those.
Yeah.
They made all of them really. A lot of them are straight to DVD, just quick flicks. Which ones? These are yours, yeah?
Yep.
They're like an hour, maybe
Okay.
20 minutes.
Yeah, they're not very long. Like you said, the first Lego Batman movie basically was based off of the first Lego Batman game. And then it kind of followed suit. That weird stage you went through in your life.
Adam West.
The games kind of the movies kind of followed suit of some of the games. And then the movies just kind of skyrocketed into their own realm. Like they have Justice League ones. You brought yours, I have the same ones. Justice League.
It's just so they can get all the fucking characters in.
Yeah.
Oh, and make toys.
Yep.
Make Legos off of them. But there's Aquaman, there's Flash ones. I know there's a Shazam one. I want to get that one because it comes with a Shazam minifigure, which I'd like. Shazam!
And I think they're entertaining. Like, just even
They
if
are.
we're straight to DVD, I think they're entertaining.
They are. They're goofy. They don't take themselves serious, and they know it.
It's like Adam West produced all of them. Like,
Yeah.
They're great. They are fun little videos.
Like in the
I know they have Scooby-Doo ones and shit like that, because I have a Scooby-Doo Lego movie for my daughter.
Oh, yeah.
So they do
Yeah,
have...
they do Jurassic World.
There is a Jurassic World. That's what I'm trying to think of, because I was like, I know there's more than just the DC ones. There's
Yeah.
I think there's a couple Jurassic
Yeah,
World ones.
there is.
There's Star Wars Lego movies.
I watched some of
Wow,
those, the
yeah,
short
there
ones
is.
on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
There's a
And they
Marvel
have-
one.
They go back to
Marvel one.
cantina, and it says in memory of Greedo on top
Oh,
of
really?
out the doorway and stuff.
That's great.
And they're showing he has kind of like the remembrals on Harry Potter. Like the Emperor Palpatine has memories of Darth Vader's past, and he's like, "Oh, you don't want to see this," and Darth Vader grabs it, and it's like when he was Hayden
Embarrassing
Christensen's
stuff.
character and
Shit.
stuff, and he's using the lightsaber.
wow.
Yeah,
I dig it.
it's funny shit like
I
that.
dig it.
Funny. You don't want to see that.
What was I just going to say? I had a thought from what you were saying. I'm losing it. Been off all day. I got drunk last night, and I think it affected me. I'm not really too sure of the properties of alcohol. I've only done it a few handful of times, and I've never grasped it. I've still get shooken at the end of that run. So here's that prick Superman played by Channing Tatum, who also played him in the Lego Movie, and he was also him in the Lego 2 movie.
And like even the lighting, like it looks like if you were lighting up your figures, that's the way the light would hit them. It's so amazing.
I wish they would have made the mutant leader. I think maybe they did, and I just never got him. That's one I really, really want. He's getting his balls waxed in the back.
By the Calendar Man?
By the Calendar Man.
But Jonah Hill plays... What the fuck's his name? The Green Lantern in this.
Yeah.
If he's in this. Yeah, they're all in this.
Oh, it's the old Zod.
Yeah, right? It's cool. That's like from Superman, too.
Yep.
This is a great movie because it has a lot of cool references in it, and they actually make sense. It's not just thrown together for some hodgepodge.
It's nice when people take the time to make sure that stuff is really good and pays attention to detail like that.
Yep. And if you didn't notice, the Joker came up with an idea, and there was a light bulb in the background, and it happened to just go off. Which was a nice little subtle.
There's Tony Stark.
Yep, I see him. Why can't he be as light bulb?
That's such good shit.
This is awesome. I can watch this movie all day. So, well, actually, you know what? We'll go right into these movies. The actual Lego theater Warner Brother movies, whatever you want to call them. And we'll start off with the first Lego movie that came out.
Wow, what a movie.
Everything is awesome.
Yes.
That you'll have to put that song in the episode somewhere. But diversity, there's people of color and a crippled.
Shaman.
But this movie is pretty fantastic. I did not expect what this movie was. Basically, I didn't expect it to be like an imagination being played out and stuff like that. They made some pretty killer sets based off of this movie, which were cool. I didn't really get a lot of them. But I wish, like, just looking at that, it's like, make skyscrapers. Lego. Make skyscrapers. I don't even care if it's like a 6-story fucking building for $120. Make the damn thing. I want to build a city. You bitch.
It's like they think that if it's not a set from a movie, it's not going to sell.
Or a vehicle.
Yeah. Yep.
It's like, come on.
Like, how many Spider-Man vehicles and Batman vehicles can you own? Like, I get if you're doing, like, a huge Batman city, but still, it's...
Even the Batman fans are like, no. Enough. Enough.
Even Bruce Wayne didn't have this many vehicles.
Right, he's like, who are they basing this off of now? This is not me!
Bruce, your tie's so big.
I know. Look at him. Look at little El's son. El Son and El Padre. But this movie, star-studded cast. You got Will Ferrell in it. Charlie Day. What's the...
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt. What's his name?
Emmett?
No. Morgan Freeman.
Oh, Morgan Freeman,
Oh, yes.
Morgan Freeman in it as Vitruvius.
Yep.
Elizabeth Banks.
Yep.
Who else is in it?
Batman.
Will Arnett, I think I said that. Did I say that?
Yeah.
I said that. And that's, I guess there's the mayor right there. But who fucking cares about her?
There's no mayor in...
Give me that black dude back there with the white beard. I've never seen that as a real Lego.
Yeah, they definitely could be doing a lot of these that they just
Is
haven't
Vicky
done.
Vale in the movie? Reporter?
I don't know.
Be kind of neat. It's Barbara Gordon.
Which this movie was really creative and really awesome and just cool. Because everything is awesome.
Yes, that movie is awesome.
Which transitioned us into this movie, the Lego Batman movie, which we're clearly watching and we're getting consumed by because it's just an awesome fucking movie. But it has literally everything a Batman fan could possibly want.
Mm-hmm.
Other than it being taken serious and a gritty Batman. But this literally, it touches every Batman fan that I could think of.
Yep.
To the basic, to the hardcore, to the downright goddamn dirty.
I mean, like, they were smart enough to do the Dark Knight kind of Batman logo for the actual, it just, because they knew that was the one that people associated most recently
Right.
You know, so
And like I said, they make reference of every live action Batman, so it just touches that Batbone.
and it doesn't take itself so seriously. So if you're a
Why so serious?
Yeah.
of the Adam West, version, so
Right.
people know that wasn't taken seriously.
Exactly. It's very cool, and it's just a cool movie. I like it. It is upsetting though that there's not gonna be like a sequel to it or nothing.
Yeah.
Because not only did they that's the one thing I thought was stupid with this movie. Like there's Ben Affleck's Batman, and then they're boom, bam,
Yeah.
boom, boom, bam, boom, boom.
You just can't get rid of a bomb.
But they have so many other characters in this movie that are not Batman. Like at the end, they have Agent Smith, Voldemort, King Kong, and shit.
Yeah,
Why did you not make sets with that?
Yeah.
You made one set for like $130 that came with a Batmobile, and it had the Wicked Witch in it,
Yep.
and 2 flying monkeys of all fucking characters.
You got the Wicked Witch with this set. She was a Lego Dimension. Yeah. And I think you could get...
I want to cross that on the camera.
No, just her, I think. You couldn't get Dorothy or anybody.
I don't want her in a fucking $130 Batman set. Give
No,
me an Agent
no.
Smith.
Yeah.
Give me...
You could...
Who else was there?
Was it Gandalf or
Gandalf's a good guy. He wouldn't be fighting them.
I just remember
Come on.
King Kong.
There were gremlins.
Yep.
There were...
Sauron was.
Right,
Yeah.
a set with him would have been cool. Even if it was like just the top of his head,
Yeah.
or like the top of the tower with like an eye you could turn,
Yeah.
and it came with like Batman and Robin. Why wouldn't you make that as a cool set?
Yeah.
I'll make that set.
They have some cool villains at the end.
They do. They
I
have.
forgot about those, actually.
So I mean, you could have done
Isn't
something.
Godzilla like?
I thought so, but then it's
No,
King
it's the
Kong,
Loch.
too.
I think it's the not Loch Ness, but it's not Godzilla.
Or Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yep. Clayface
Like
is having a
it's, some
trouble.
of these characters is so weird. Like the 2 twins in the back, right there to the left, that are walking with claws.
Yeah.
Those are like relatively modern Penguin goons. So it was when I saw them in a Lego set, I was like, that's interesting because they're only about 10 years old, maybe 15 years old. They're not very classic characters. But I thought that was kind of neat, especially then when I saw the mutant leader. I'm like, wow, that's from like fucking Batman Returns, like,
Yeah.
or the Dark Knight Returns. I'm like, that's fucking sweet. There's poop. Clayface is throwing poop.
Yeah.
I was stoked when they made a Clayface
Frozen.
set.
Yeah.
Very stoked. I love Clayface. One of my favorite characters in Batman of all time.
Get him, Barbara.
Wow. This is very cool. Like, I want these as a real... I want to do this. I want to play with myself
This thing's
and
cool.
do all this. So then, they came out with, because another big property in LEGO was the Ninjago shit. I didn't really ever get into Ninjago. I bought the movie because I just like it. Bought a couple of sets, a couple of the dragons because they're cool. Movie's so-so.
Yeah.
It's not that great. It's not
If you
horrible.
watch the show and if you were like a kid and you loved the show, you'd probably admire the movie more.
But if you're an adult and you love the show, you'll probably hate the movie.
It had its moments, but it's kind of hit or miss.
I know they had like magical weapons, like gold.
Well, they were all like an element. They were all basically a Power Ranger from when they went to the
Yeah.
island.
It's like Ninja Power.
Yeah.
Rangers.
Yeah. It was okay. But like you said, if you were a fan of the show, you probably would be a big fan of this.
Like, isn't one of them a robot?
Yeah.
The white one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was okay. I don't think this should have been a theatrical one. I think it should have been one of these
Yeah,
ones.
Probably.
Yeah.
But what do I know,
It
right?
probably did it do well at the office? Like I didn't see it.
This one did the... This one was second, I believe. I'm trying to remember. I watched it on one of the shows. This one was second best. This one was the first, is the best. Third, and then this one wasn't the best. Or I think
we saw
this
that.
one and this
Yeah.
one are like tied for the worst of the
Okay.
worst. I thought this movie wasn't that good.
No, neither. I didn't really.
I liked everything when they were in like Apocalypseburg.
Yeah.
And then once it got to the Sistar system and Princess
The one that
Wanna
was like a kid's playset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't care for any of that. Because this is, again, diversity and including baby sisters and little girls and boy things and Rudolph and all that reindeer games.
It was the sequel that
Shouldn't have
everyone
happened.
wanted, but no one liked.
Yeah. Like, it doesn't even, like most of these movies, yeah, here we go. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this. You want to do this? Let's do it.
That's the.
So here at the top of this, there's always a caption or a quote from like some movie company or critic. This one just says, awesome. Okay?
Okay.
This one says, action-packed and full of heart. Nice.
It is full of fun.
This one says, funny for all ages. This one, everything is awesome, sing along.
Oh, God, help us.
That's just telling you there's a sing along. There isn't even a fucking, no one reviewed this.
No.
But we did. So.
Kurt Russell was in it. It looked like Kurt Russell.
Oh, I was gonna say, it fucking wasn't. Pissed me off just now.
That guy looked like him, though.
As soon as I heard it,
I didn't like it.
As soon as I heard it was Emmett's voice coming out of Rex, I was like, well, that's Emmett from a different something.
No.
So.
It's a doozy.
It is a doozy. It's a doozy for Shoozy. Something to fill the time.
Yeah.
And if you want to fill the time with something, what's up? How you doing? I can fill something. Time. Can I say that?
God.
Did I say that out loud? Sometimes I shouldn't speak.
Something.
My bad. I don't know. Overall, these movies, there's 4 of the Lego theatrical released ones. I give them, overall, I'll give them 8 out of 10 as like an overall average. If I'm gonna do them separate. Look, did you see Hugo Strange?
No. Hugo. Oh.
Hugo Strange. Look at how he did the legs
Shit.
to make it look like they're bending.
Wow.
He took a little flat piece and then a triangular piece. That's clever
That's
as
good shit.
fuck.
Who's the guy with the hat and the
They
cape?
say his name in the beginning, and I don't remember it.
And then that's Orca Man?
Yeah, he looks funny in a prison jumpsuit.
That's awesome.
But that's clever how they took the
Yes.
pieces to make their legs look like they're bending.
Clever.
Because even though I know what...
Flowers are Legos.
Oh, it's awesome. But even though I know it's 2 pieces, it still looks like it's a leg bending.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very clever.
And to know that somebody thought of that. Just like,
Yeah.
oh, we can do this and that.
I can't even figure out how to make a fucking lamppost. You hear people are... there you go, here's a city made out of a shoestring.
Like, oh, they're gonna have their legs bent. Well, do you want to use their legs or like custom make their own?
Right, you want to bend their legs
That's
and
the
make it
amount
look
of
like
detail.
rubber?
Yeah. That's the amount of detail they put into this. Oh, it's
The
amazing.
Phantom? I think that's a Batman thing. I don't know, I'm probably stretching out.
Phantom.
Look at Harley Quinn. Did you notice her?
Ha She's in, oh yeah, look at that smile.
Hey,
Eh.
I'm Harley Quinn. It says Quinzel right on it.
That's
Yep.
so cool.
So many little secrets and references and all sorts of stuff.
Why are you out in the daytime, Batman?
What? Don't ask me that.
Wait, what?
I got a good night's sleep.
But I'm so high up on this light post you can't see me. I mean, movie-wise, that's all I have for movies, and I really don't have any more to discuss on that. I haven't seen these in enough length of time to even know.
Yeah, I watched them when I first got them, but I haven't really put them back in.
No.
You know, if anything, I'd pull out Lego Batman. If it was a choice between these, smaller ones, I'd pull that one out every
If
time.
you're jonesing for a Lego movie to watch, normally it's Lego Batman.
My phone just went off. I think it might. Let me see who it might have been. Yes, it was. It is Keanu Reeves,
Awesome.
and he said he will absolutely do the show when he can.
Tune in, guys.
Yeah. So, Keanu Reeves will be here.
Haven't even uploaded it yet, and he already knows.
He knows.
Already knows.
Well, it's like he hears everything.
It's true. He is. He just. This is going to be terrific. So we will go into more of our realm than your realm, the video game realm.
I have played a couple, like when they had the displays up at Walmart. Like on
Oh,
my
did
break,
you now?
sometimes I would play them a couple times.
Oh, did you now? I missed those.
I know.
I remember being a little kid and getting excited going in the store.
I remember playing Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 on the kiosk.
I remember playing fucking GameCube games.
Or maybe it was just a trailer, but I enjoyed it.
I loved it. It was a lot of fun.
Now you can't do that.
No. Now you can't even go through like a store with your pants down anymore. Could you do that before?
Well, you can. You're just not going to be in there long.
Right.
That's true.
Someone's going to be like, "Sir, will you pull your pants up?"
They don't even normally say that. It's normally like, "Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out of here!" That's normally how it goes down. They don't even give me like the courtesy of being like, "Are you in like a fugue state?" You know what I'm talking about?
A little bit.
Breaking Bad.
Oh, okay.
When he gets hijacked by the fuck's his name, Tuco, and then he goes back, wanders around, strips down naked, goes into like the grocery store.
Oh, yeah, to play off
like
Yes.
he had a fugue state.
I had a few.
I had a fugue state. What other phone?
Yeah.
So
What other phone?
I'll get you there. You stick with me, bud. I'll get you there.
Wow. That's
So,
going
Like the
back.
Pied Piper, I'll get you there.
I'll get you there. I will let you talk about this
Okay.
because it'll just
You
segue.
want me to
into
do that
this.
first?
Absolutely, get
Alright.
into it.
So this was a game that came out a couple years ago that...
More than a couple.
Man, I don't even remember when, but I got
Lego
really
Dimension.
You were like
heavily
12.
heavily invested and involved. It was like a buy the Lego set and buy the minifig. There was like vehicles that you could build. There was so many. Like these are just a few, but like
I'll show these off as you talk.
Sonic came out. There was a Sonic World. Everyone had their own world, but some particular ones had like missions and like
Great Scott!
a story mode.
Marty! How that time traveling fucked your hands up, Marty!
And if you had them on the portal all together, like Batman would say something about like Sonic, or Gandalf would say something about what was this, Bubbles?
Yeah.
And it was really, really cool. And I bought a lot of them. There's some at home that are still in the box. And I
They
just
made a
haven't
shitload of them.
played with them yet, but yeah.
Finn from
Adventure Time.
Adventure Time. He does. He has a shit ton in here.
I went a little overboard. But in this one I got from a contest on Facebook.
Yeah, that was one you went.
You could only get her with like like you'd have to buy the game again or to get her. And she came. You can like get the red ring from Green Lantern, and she can like get evil and like use the ring. It's really sweet. But yeah,
I like your Beast
I was
Boy.
proud of her.
And then where'd you get all the Powerpuff Girls?
You got me the Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah, because Powerpuff Girls are
But they are the new ones, so like some of the stuff I didn't really know.
Oh,
Like
the newer cartoon.
the telephone is like a smartphone, and Buttercup has like a robot that kills people. And,
Yeah, I remember you telling me that, and I didn't understand any of it.
yeah, but it was cool. They still fly and
Yeah,
kick
Lego
ass.
Dimensions I always thought was cool, but I didn't want to buy into, which sounds kind of stupid.
Oh, I
when buy
spent so
the
much
sets.
money on these.
But, right, and then it does, now it's not even a thing.
No, it got canceled, and I was sad.
So, I mean, and they made so many different, my nose itches like I just did a bunch of coke. But, I'm being recorded, so you know I didn't.
There's the Wicked Witch right there. And she comes with a flying monkey.
Look at the Batman Beyond suit!
Oh,
Gotta goo goo! Get a booner!
I just love that, like, Robin's suit was just a reggae suit, and that's
Right.
why it had the R on it. Just funny shit like that.
Right, very subtle. Makes. I don't like that Batmobile. I don't like it as a Lego that I bought. Don't dig it.
It's like somebody took a Dune buggy and made it.
Yeah, I just
Batman
don't
logo
care
on it.
for it. It's too.
Oh, I want to say one more thing about this.
You're done.
Because I thought of it.
You're done.
Some sets you could, like the Doctor Who set, you could take the TARDIS and travel through time and go to other
Worlds.
One of them is the Flintstones house.
I do remember you saying that.
And that was cool.
This is the. Doggy dog. You're missing an
He's
arm.
missing, yeah.
From Ghostbusters. But like I was saying, they made so many different little expansion packs or whatever the fuck you want to call them.
Beetlejuice.
They had, that's the one I bought. They had Beetlejuice. They had Lord of the Rings ones.
That's where I got my Gimli. Was
Right.
Yeah.
Mr. T.
Yeah.
Christ, even what was his name? From Knight Rider.
Oh,
Hasselhoff.
yeah. David
Yeah.
Hasselhoff.
Yeah, Michael Knight.
Yep.
Marty and Doc.
Yeah.
They made so many characters that it was like.
Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, it's like why didn't you make sets with those people? I would have loved, and I know they do a Back to the Future set now. I know they do make
Oh, cool.
a DeLorean, but like why not make an A-Team set? You made a set for fucking what's that show there? The Big Bang Theory.
Wow.
Why not make a van and have all 4 characters from the A-Team with that van?
Especially when you like vehicles so much.
Yeah,
You know?
make that a $60 set because you know
The 18
collectors are going to buy that one. Like they have a Flintstone set that I absolutely want.
Yeah.
It's the Flintstones house, and it comes with I think Fred, Wilma, Barney, and Betty. I think it comes with all 4 of them.
Wilma.
So
I mean, we've talked about it before. They could be releasing minifigure sets all the time.
Mm-hmm.
There's just so many characters. I mean, Funko does all kinds of fucking shit. Like, why aren't you taking the cue from them and just releasing a bunch of shit?
yeah, I don't understand if it costs a lot of money to make new molds, but with how many you make, you're making your money back.
Oh, yeah.
In my opinion, like how many Star Wars sets do personally I see that are all basically the same?
It's all stormtroopers. And,
Right.
yeah.
Like I get, because I'm one of those guys. I like the army build. If it's like the Outriders and shit, I've got like 50 of them.
Yeah. The one
But
that Garrett got for his birthday was pretty neat with its old Obi-Wan, and he's powering down the...
but even for that, like I bought so many sets now where price wise, a set like that, I'm not paying the price for that. That's a $16 set,
Yeah.
and then like all it comes with is Obi-Wan Kenobi
Yeah.
and a power thing. It's like
Yeah.
you can buy the $30 set of Obi-Wan Kenobi's hut that comes with him, Luke, R2, and C-3PO.
Oh.
It's just, they remake so many of these characters in so many different sets that it's like, what is the point of buying this one other than just to get this little fucking item?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I really haven't bought any in quite a while, especially the Marvel ones, because they are all, even the new ones that are going to come out that I've seen, they're all the same fucking characters, but now the character that they're doing are like the comic book cartoony ones based off of the Marvel movie ones.
Oh.
Like, it's the Marvel movie characters, just a cartoony version of them, where it's like, it's no one different. Like, they're doing another Red Skull, which they've done 3 of him, and they're all the same. Just the face is a little different.
Yeah. And you find better stuff online anyway.
Really,
Yeah.
The one thing I do think is cool with the new helicarrier that they're making, it's way smaller than the one I have. It's probably like this big. And it comes with MODOK, which you know who MODOK is.
Oh, yeah.
And which I have a MODOK. I can't believe they even made him as a figure of all people because he's just so weirdly shaped.
Yeah, yes.
He's basically just a giant head
Yeah.
with arms and legs. And he's probably like altogether circular, about that big compared to like the minifigure. The one that you're going to get now, you build him.
Is he huge?
Dude, he's like the size of this burger.
Yeah.
He is legit probably like the size of this.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Cool.
That's very cool, but it's just, I don't know, not all of it's that great though. So.
What else comes with that set?
You get like 3 different Iron Man suits and like 4 of the Avengers.
Wow.
It's the most expensive set they're going to have in that series because it's the Helicarrier.
Do you think they're like doing this, John, because the movies are being held off and they don't really know what to put out in the meantime?
No, because they've always done movie sets and then sets that are based off of like more of the comic look.
Okay.
So I just think the timing right now, because like Black Widow, she had a Lego set that came out. The movie would have been out by now. Eternals would be on its way to being promoted by now.
Yeah.
Those Lego sets, which there's 6 of them, would be being promoted right now. Those would be coming out in the stores within the next month or 2. So it just seems like now the timing, because Marvel movies are being on hold, and these aren't because they don't coincide with anything. They don't have to market these.
Right.
They're just Lego toys.
Yeah.
I think maybe that just... Because I could see that point of view.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's anything like agenda-wise, like they're taking... I don't know how I'm trying to word it, but I just think it's the timing. But I am excited for the Eternal ones, because, like I said, there's 6 sets. That's 6 sets of shit I don't have. I don't have any of those characters. I don't know what any of those characters are going to look like. I don't know what the fuck the sets are going to be. So it's because why I'm saying it like that is like when the first, and I didn't get any of them, but when the first Avengers movie came out, right? That's your first time ever getting those characters.
Mm-hmm.
Then when Avengers 2 comes out, you're getting Captain America again, just different outfit. You're getting Hawkeye again, different outfit. You're getting new characters. You're getting Ultron. You're getting Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. But then when Avengers 3 comes out, you're now getting a new Black Widow, another Captain America. It's cool to have all these variations, but at the end of the day, personally for me, when I'm displaying them, I want variation, not variance.
Unless you're going to frame all of the different...
Right.
You know,
if I was, and I could see that, if I was to get, you know, when we go to the Toying Around booth, they have the plastic clear case.
Yep.
If I was going to have a clear case and have a row of Caps, a row of Iron Mans, a row of Thors, a row of blah, 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 blah. Or like how Iron Man, how I do it. I have his Hall of Armors. It's like little sections where, like Batman, how his suits have their own display case.
Right, right.
I'm not going to put all of those Iron Man suits in my city for a display, because unless I'm doing like an Iron Man 3 fight scene where like he's got, like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
But other than that, I'm not going to do that.
Holiday. What does he say? And that makes all of them come.
I forget. I don't even know.
Operation.
I don't know. I'm not even going to try to guess.
There goes the dynamite.
It's definitely not that.
Isn't it like the house party protocol
Yeah,
or something like that?
That's what it is.
Yep.
But I'm very excited for the Eternal sets because I have no fucking clue what they're going to look like. I know the Black Knight will be in one of them, which I'm excited because I do know what he looks like. Just as a knight in a black suit, which it's just cool when you just have all these superheroes wearing capes and shit, and then you just see a knight.
Yeah.
It's like having Blade stand there. Captain America, Iron Man, Hawkeye, Blade. Where the fuck are you? What are you doing here?
There's no vampires around here.
And like that just, I mean, we're talking about Lego, but that just leaves the door open for when they do the X-Men and they do the Fantastic Four, that there will actually be sets for them. And I don't even give a fuck that I'm going to be in my 40s when that happens. I don't give a fuck. I think it'll be really sweet when they do make the Fantastic Four and stuff. I mean, I have my versions of them, or not my versions, but the custom ones that they've made.
Mm-hmm.
But it'll just be cool to have a box that has Fantastic Four on it and all that cool shit.
So they've never ever been made Lego-wise? No. Wow.
Like even having like those white, security guards, with the white suits would be...
Right, like they did that. You get one orderly when you buy Arkham Asylum. It's like, for the price I paid for this, give me a bunch of them.
Yeah, you're making them in bulk anyways.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yep.
Or even do, like, just side, the poly bags.
Well,
with
they
this,
do. They make, and I don't even, you'd have to probably find them in the Lego store, but you can find them on eBay and shit. They are Lego packs, and they're just a little, probably like the size of this. And it has a plastic 3D package to it that it's in the form of a Lego character on the front. And inside of it, depending on, they have a Harry Potter one. They have a couple different themes. I don't know all of them. But depending on which one you're getting, say it's the Harry Potter one, there is a Harry Potter figure in it. They're all exclusive. They're all exclusive little minifigures in this one little, like, cool package. It's like, that's sweet. And they do one with Spider-Man Far From Home. And that's the only fucking way you can get a Ned Leeds.
No
That's
way.
the only way you can get the official Lego version of Ned.
Wow.
And I'm like, man, if I got my hands on that. Because I think you get MJ in it, which she comes in one of the other Far From Home sets. It's just a different version. There's a Peter Parker. There's Ned. And I think, I don't even know who the fourth character might be. The fourth one might be Quentin Beck in, like, the mocap suit or something weird like that. I don't even know. But I'm like, that's just fucking awesome.
That's cool.
They had Toys R Us exclusive ones, which were 4-packs, and they came more in a box that were like display cases. They had one for Infinity War. It came with a War Machine, Tony Stark, Infinity War version of Bucky, and Wong. It's the only way you can get the official Lego version of Wong.
Why?
And they released that right when Toys R Us went out of business.
Oh.
I'm like, you cocksuckers!
And you could even, like, if it's that size, you could have them hanging on the pegs with the action figures so they're not right with the Legos, so somebody could be like, oh shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
I really do love a lot of the stuff that they do. I think it's very creative. I mean, you have a Sonic the Hedgehog. Why in the goddamn blue blazes... that's like a perfect saying right now. When you had the Sonic the Hedgehog movie come out, would you not have done Sonic Legos to go with the movie?
Oh, like a set or
Right.
Okay.
Why the hell not? You obviously had a deal with them at one point for licensing rights.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, if I was them, I'd be doing it for every movie that comes out if I could.
Especially if you had a relationship with... It's like, alright, well... I can't really use Scooby-Doo because I think Playmobil has Scooby-Doo now. Same with Ghostbusters. But just Sonic. Like, I mean, maybe they did. Maybe they did reach out and it was just... They couldn't do it.
Maybe this was a timed thing.
Very well. Could be.
Man, this is an awesome thing.
Because, like, I can just picture a Lego set with him and Eggman, and he comes with, like, a flying spaceship thing like this, and Sonic comes on, like, a little fucking thing, like a platform you can put him on, and you press a button, makes him jump like he looks like he's, going fast, hits something on this that's a button, and Eggman falls out of it.
Or, like, it gets ejected and shoots out.
Something so simple and silly and ridiculous. I don't know.
And they release one figure like that, and then somebody online just comes up with a whole set.
Right, now you can get Tails, you can get Knuckles.
Damn.
All of those custom ones.
Well, he's just like, all he is really, just the head.
Yeah, he's just a model of the head.
And painted.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is a lot of fun to go to the cons and see the ones that people come up with and shit.
Oh, absolutely.
It's really cool.
I think it's really great. There's the Loch Ness Monster, that one there. Jaws.
T-Rex.
Oh, wow.
All the Gremlins. That's just good shit.
Jurassic
and then there's
World.
Spike. There's only one Spike, which I think is great. Yeah, this is good shit. So then the games. There are so many Lego games. I think the very first Lego game was...
Star Wars.
No.
Yes.
No. No, it wasn't. Look it up on your phone. I'll tell you right now. It was Lego Rock Raiders
Oh gosh.
back in 1990 fucking like 6.
What was it on?
PC?
Wow.
Tell me it was fucking Batman.
Star Wars.
Whatever, I don't give a fuck what you said anymore. Because I'm right. It was Lego Rock Raiders. I remember playing it as a kid. Like Medusa! Why the fuck would you not put her in a set? She is so cool looking. Medusa would have been badass in a Lego set. She looked really cool.
They're like, why wouldn't you do a Matrix set with the, you know, with the agents and Neo and all
Oh,
that?
yeah. Were those Doctor Who things?
You're the one that knows what a Tartarus is and Doctor Who.
I think those were Daleks.
Yeah, a fucking doll you can lick.
Exterminate. Alright, so we want to talk about Rock Raiders or
I don't know much more about it.
Star Wars?
Lego.
Because really,
But yes, to get to what you were saying, the Lego game that started this kind of conversation that really is the whole source of the material is the Lego Batman video game. I do not own it anymore. I used to. It was a pretty fun game.
it was. It was
Very compared to now, it's very basic.
Yeah.
But then it was very. There's a lot to this because once you play as Batman in Gotham City and do that thing, you can then flip the script and go to Arkham Asylum and play as the villains and do it from their perspective,
Yeah.
which I thought was really fucking
That was
cool.
cool.
And like you said, then they made the movie that was basically the game.
Mm-hmm.
And then they came out with, I might have it. I don't. Lego Batman 2, which was a pretty fun game, more
It was.
expansive. It
That was
open world.
Was that the first open world
Yes.
one you think?
To that
city-wise?
degree, yes.
Yeah.
To that degree, yes.
That was fun to just drive around the city. And
It was. Because you could go to an amusement park, like a construction area, like it was all sorts of fun shit. And then you can unlock some of the Justice League members, fly around the city a little bit. That really opened up what would soon become probably the greatest Lego game they've ever made.
Yeah.
Is this.
I played that one a little bit. I like that one.
This game
It's really good.
is fucking phenomenal.
It is. And don't be fooled. The ones that were for like the DS and stuff are not like that one.
The system one is
You
awesome.
gotta get the system one.
It doesn't have everybody in it, but for me being the classic character guy, this has every character I know.
It was like the first Avenger Lego game. Like you could almost
Well, it is the first Avengers Lego game.
assemble them.
Who brought you here? Yeah, no. You could. I mean, this has
It is.
all the teams you could. It's got the Avengers in it. It references the movies
Uh-huh.
without actually saying the movies. Like the helicarrier. You can fly around all of New York City. I mean, all of it.
Yeah.
The helicarrier is hundreds of feet up in the sky, and you can fly there, and it seems like it takes forever to do it.
Oh my gosh.
Stark Tower is there. Stan Lee has a comic book shop there. There's the Daily Bugle. X-Mansion is in it. The Baxter Building is in it. Kingpin has a building. Roxxon has a building. It's like what my Lego City I wish could look like.
It's
So
the best.
fucking awesome. It is so awesome. And everybody's in it. All the X-Men. All the Fantastic Four. All the Secret Defenders. Everybody. And I'm emphasizing that because it's going to get sad here in a minute. They're all in this game. So, I don't have it anymore. I actually gave it to you. They came out with...
You did.
They actually came out with Lego... what is it called?
I think it's Lego Avengers.
Lego Avengers, which I was thinking when it first came out, it was the sequel to this.
Yeah.
Because I was excited for what the idea of a sequel to this could have been, and we'll get to that in a minute. But they came out with Marvel Lego Avengers, which is strictly based on the movies. It's... I don't even... What did they go up to in that? Ultron, I think?
Yes.
Yeah, because he was on the cover of it.
Yeah, the
So it starts you off from, like...
fun.
Iron Man 1 all the way up to like Age of Ultron. You basically cover all those movies, which is badass.
The final battle is sweet with Ultron.
I love going to Asgard. That's one of the most beautiful maps I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
But that game is a lot of fun. It has all the movie versions of these characters in it, and that's it.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the expansive universe at all. It has some characters, like Beta Ray Bill's in it,
Yeah.
but it's limited. I beat it, I played it, I loved it, I gave it to him because it just wasn't, I mean, I didn't love it, but it was fun, but just, I had
You were
enough of
sad about like there was no X-Men.
it. No X-Men, no Fantastic Four. I was spoiled by
It
this.
was Avengers, and that was about it.
So then they came out with Lego, which I'm surprised I didn't grab it. I have it over there.
Yeah.
You bought it for me.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Yeah, I see it right
Is
there.
it just Lego?
Lego Marvel Superheroes 2.
Yeah.
The sequel to this one, which I really like it, but
Not as much as that.
not
one.
as much as this one, because it was when Marvel was having legal issues with Fox. So in that game, there is no Fantastic Four at all.
No.
There are no X-Men in it. There are no Fox property characters one bit. In this game, Deadpool is basically the narrator of the game.
Yeah.
Somewhat, right? In that game,
Yeah.
they use Gwenpool.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is cheap. This is
Yeah,
just
it's
cheap.
wonderful.
I do like that game, though, because they take some of the movie worlds, and bring them into the comic book worlds. And they take Asgard from Thor Ragnarok, where like volcanoes exploded, it's all on fire. They take part of that world, mix it with New York City from 2099, from present day, from like 1920s New York. There's Egypt.
Are you talking about like the home?
The hub.
The hub? Yeah.
There's
okay.
Wakanda.
Yeah.
There's medieval England. The medieval.
Medieval times.
Yup. There's what else is there?
It's like a pie with pieces.
Exactly.
In a pie.
Your world is a pie,
Mm-hmm.
and there's, I don't know, maybe 8 sections of the pie, and each one of them is a different
That's
world.
cool. That's really
But not only that, there is water, right? That divide. It's just like a real, like, you got your land, and then there's water, and then underneath that is another world. There's Atlantis, which is all underneath the entire map. But not only that,
Sweet.
up in the sky is the moon,
Yep.
which holds the
Immortals? Is that their name? Inhumans.
Inhumans. Oh my god, I couldn't think of it. So you have like 8 different worlds, like places you can go to on the map. You have underneath it, which is a whole water world, and then up in the sky, which is a giant fucking Death Star size map.
Yeah.
It's huge. There are a shit ton of characters in it. Way more movie characters in the second one to replace a lot of the X-Men Fox characters.
Yeah.
But I mean,
The Guardians are heavy in that second one.
yeah, the Guardians are big in it
They
because
really play to them.
it deals with Kang the Conqueror,
Yeah.
which is cool. This one dealt with Galactus, which I loved, because all the villains and all the heroes have to come together to fight him on the helicarrier,
Yep.
which is one of the best fights I've ever played in a game.
It's great.
I mean, but just looking at this case, you got Spider-Man, the Human Torch, Thor, Silver Surfer,
Yep.
Mr. Fantastic, Hulk, Captain America, Wolverine, Iron Man, Thing, and Black Widow. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's very cool.
And they had DLC for.
Yes, they did.
I think not this one. Did
No,
they?
this maybe, but the
They
second
had a
one.
Shield one.
They had an Inhumans one. They had a Thanos one.
Yep.
They had a Wakanda one.
Yep. That was 2.
They had a shit ton of them.
One of them had a Agents of Shield.
I wanted that
DLC.
so bad.
That was sweet.
Because you got the bus. You could get the bus.
Oh yeah.
The plane?
Yep.
That's so fucking cool.
Yep.
Every Lego game I've ever played, and you can attest to this. They're hard. I mean, not hard, but
They
they're
are.
long and difficult. There's a lot to them.
Sometimes you get stuck and you don't know what
I'm
to
gonna take
do.
this one off the pile because that's the only one.
You can't.
Out of every Lego game I've ever played, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Lord of the Rings.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, at least 11, not including this, so it'd be 12 altogether, but 11 Lego
Jurassic
games,
World.
I counted that
Okay.
one, that I have 100% completed every little objective
That's
you could do.
a feat because I've never done that.
It's an absolute feat. Now, I'm tooting my own horn. It's an absolute feat to do that with one game,
yeah.
but to do that with 11 other Lego games is either you're an idiot or you're dedicated, and I think I'm a dedicated idiot. So,
you're a double threat.
when you gave me the Jurassic World one, that's all I did when I came home from work. That's all I did was play
that one
game.
of your favorite ones?
Yes, it was.
Wow.
It was. Because the music, John
Yeah.
Williams' music in that game is just, it's epic. When you see that world come
Yes.
to life
Yes.
in Lego form, it's like, I love this shit. So seeing these worlds in this form, to me, I'm giddy. It makes me excited, which, we'll get back to the Lord of the Rings ones. But the first, where did we leave off? Were we talking about Batman?
Marvel.
You were talking about the Marvel.
We were talking about the Marvel one.
Yep.
Um,
Avengers, then a Marvel 2.
And that's all we're at right now, actually, for the Marvel
Yeah.
ones. Is a Marvel 2. I have not beat that one, so I have to exclude that one, too. I have not beat that one. I don't even know
Did you
where I'm
just
at.
punt
with
a
that.
gremlin off?
Yeah, he did, while saying Master Dick. I did not... have you beat Lego 2?
Marvel Lego 2?
Yeah.
No. Nope. It's kind of a long one.
It is. I don't even know where the hell I am in it. But they have a lot of cool characters in that one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it is cool that Thor Ragnarok is a big part of it, because
Yeah.
Gladiator Hulk is in
Yep.
it.
Yep.
That's one of my favorite minifigs I have is the Gladiator Hulk.
It's so cool that they
You get
even
like
made
a Wild West
Captain.
America.
Oh yeah, there's a Wild West world. There's the Kree planet from Captain Marvel. My personal favorite though is I know you're gonna know it. So just what's my personal favorite one?
Noir?
Yep.
Something Noir?
Spider-Man Noir.
Okay.
That is my absolute favorite world to go to, or mini
Yeah.
part.
Vice piece.
Because when you go, like, say these are your worlds, right? We'll do that. Believe this is the Star Wars world, Batman and Lord of the Rings. So when you're over here in Lord of the Rings, you're hearing the Lord of the Rings music. There's fucking the Eye of Sauron behind you, and you know Gandalf's yelling at you, don't cross it and shit. And then as soon as you go, you know, into this jurisdiction, you can still see the Shire and all that good shit behind you. But now you're listening to Danny Elfman, and shit just got serious, and you hear laughing, and it's like, whoa, this is a dark place. And then, you know, you go over here, and then you hear the do 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 do, and you still see the Shire in the distance, but it's a little smoggy because Gotham City has clouded it, right? And that's how that game is. You can still go here, even though you're here.
Mm-hmm.
It just feels like this and this are farther away than just this. So when I go to Spider-Man Noir, like you're going in the normal city of New York, you just hear like cars beeping and shit.
Yeah.
And then when you go into Noir,
it's like 50s.
It goes into like jazz music.
Yeah.
And like very like it was
There's,
a
like,
dark.
newspapers
It's a dark night,
flying.
and she was walking down the street, and there was a mystery man behind her.
Talking like Rorschach.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is, and I get so fucking excited because like I love gangster flicks.
Oh yeah.
And
So gangster.
to be in a gangster version of a comic book Lego world, it's like how did this turducken happen? And
it's magnificent.
it is, and then on top of it, the main villain of that section is the Kingpin.
Yeah.
It's like, how perfect the Kingpin!
Yeah, you have to you meet up with the Defenders.
Yep.
And you have to
It's
go
awesome.
into Kingpin's lair. And just fight.
They have Fisk Tower in like a 1950s setting.
Yeah.
And even the color changes. Like, you're in a bright world over here, and once you get into the atmosphere of the noir setting, it all changes, that black and, like, gray tone.
Yep.
I love it.
It's great.
I absolutely fucking love it. It's so cool. It makes flying around the world and going into different hub areas exciting, just doing that in itself.
It's like, where do I want to land?
Yeah.
Do I want to land?
When you go to Wakanda, you hear like drums banging and slave chains rattling and shit. Maybe not like that, but you know.
It's great.
It is great. I can go on and on. The Lord of the Rings, both of them. I have not beat this. This is so long. The Hobbit one is really, really long. I'm not even on like the Shire.
This one really gets technical, like, because you have to stack the Hobbit.
I haven't even got there yet.
Oh, really?
I am not out of the Shire.
Oh, wow.
Do you know how long it took me to beat the Lord of the Rings one? A week. Do
Oh.
you know how long I've had this? A year.
Is that mine?
Yes!
Oh, man, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, as soon as I beat the Lord of the Rings one, I was like in love with it. Because, dude, being able to you can literally, I wish I had the game to put it in right now. You can ride from the tower, from from Isengard, all the way to,
Oh, yeah.
what the fuck is the White Castle?
Oh,
Minister.
Gondor.
Gondor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in Minister. Yeah.
You could literally ride across that whole open plain field, and you're riding past where you first meet the king and shit like that. It's just, I don't know, it's so fucking awesome.
It's great. It's all kind of like on one path.
Right.
And it will take you through
everything.
It'll take you through the Shire, the swamp,
all of it. They even have in it
marshlands.
They even have in it, because they weren't in the movie, and maybe they were in the extended ones, I don't know. But they have the three giants.
Oh,
they have their statues.
Yeah. Goblins, yeah.
And it's like, they weren't even in the movies. Like, that's just neat little detail that a Lord of the Rings fan would notice and be like, oh, that does make sense that would be there, or whatever. And I loved it. I thought that game was amazing.
Are you sad that you're only going to get 2 movies out of it?
I think that's bullshit. That is bullshit, because what was the reasoning behind that again?
This came out before the third one did. And I thought it would be like a DLC.
Yeah, but why didn't they do a DLC? Wasn't there a reasoning or no?
I think they just
wasn't worth it.
Didn't.
Yeah, because that sucks. Because normally, like these games, I guess that's a good way of explaining it. Like the Batman games, there are 3 separate Batman games.
Mm-hmm.
They do not follow the movies of like the live action movies at all.
Yeah.
They might have references and like this one, they might reference it or have a suit or someone looks similar or a voiceover is a connection, but they are not based off of the films. Jurassic World, the game, you'll know how I'm explaining this, so I'll try to make it sound explainable. You have, just like the Star Wars one, okay? This Star Wars, the complete saga, when they first came out with the Star Wars Lego game, it was only Star Wars
1, 2, 3.
I think the original one was 4, 5, and 6. They originally did.
That was the second one they made.
Yes.
Original. Yeah.
So they had the Star Wars games that came out. Now, yes, you can run around the cantina, and that's like your main HUD world.
Mm-hmm.
But what you're doing is you're going to Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. You go to that door, you go in that door, and now there's 6 little chapters within the Phantom Menace that are in the movie that you now have to play out. That's how the Star Wars ones are.
They're all like that.
The complete saga is episodes 1 through 6. They originally came out on the PS2.
Yep.
Which was really cool.
I have the first of those.
I did have them, and then I rebought this. And they originally started off with no talking.
Yeah.
They had no voices in the first few of these games for quite a while.
It was like,
Yep. Then they came out with Star Wars: The Force Awakens, which is its own thing.
That changes up the formula a lot.
It did quite a bit. What they do for the sequels? Did they have
No, but they're coming out with another one, and it's called the Skywalker Saga.
So it'll most likely be all of these,
Yes.
and then these 3.
Yeah, and I think they're redoing these and like making them better somehow.
Okay,
Yep.
sure. There isn't another one of these? I thought there were 2 Lego.
No, I don't think so. There's one that's the Clone Wars cartoon.
There are a couple of those ones.
Yeah.
There's 2 of those, that's right. What other Lego games do they have besides these ones?
They have the Incredibles Legos.
Oh, I've never played that one.
That's really good.
I never played that one.
They
have the Harry Potter
They have the
ones.
DC Super Villains one where you play as the villains.
Yep, I have not played that. That was a newer one.
That's a lot like the Marvel 2, but with these people. Yeah.
The Star Wars ones are really fun, though. If you're a big Star Wars fan, these really will tickle every Star Wars funny bone. They're really, really, really fun.
They made 2 Indiana Jones.
Oh my God! Yes, they did.
The second one.
I forgot all about those. So, how many of them did I say I beat? 11.
Yeah.
So that'd be 12 and 13 because I beat both of those.
The second one was dope.
Those were great games.
That one had 4 in it too.
Yes, it did. Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I remember, this is no joke, because I'm an idiot. I remember playing Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and you're in the HUD World part, and I remember it. There's a big waterfall that you go around, and then you go to each little part of the movie.
Yeah.
And I had everybody in an SUV, and I ended up getting it stuck face down.
Oh yeah.
In the waterfall. I sat there for like 2 hours determined I would break that glitch. I didn't. I was like, no, I gotta shut it off and restart. But I sat there, I was like,
you couldn't like jump out?
Oh no, it was glitched. I could switch between characters, but I couldn't get out of the car. But I could switch between everybody that was in the car.
Yeah. Some of these games are glitchy
as fuck.
Yeah. Like Lord of the Rings, I'm having trouble.
They're a lot of fun. I mean, I absolutely love
because you can just fall off a mountain with your guy. Like you can't get him off that mountain. You just keep dying.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
Keep dying, and you're like, fuck. What do I do?
These games, the Lego games, are a shit ton of fun. They are. I mean, they really, 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 really are. And that's what I thought was cool about the Lego Dimensions. I've never played it. Is the fact that it takes all of that silliness, ridiculousness, and expands on it way more than what one solo game could do by itself. All of this had to exist for this to happen.
Correct. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So, and I think this is really cool that you could do this.
And the story mode's great.
Yeah, and you utilize all your licenses in one thing is really cool.
Yep. I do. I think that's very, very, very neat.
You even fit the Balrog in one level.
That's cool.
Yeah, Gandalf, and it's awesome.
That is very cool.
Balrog.
See, I wouldn't have remembered that. I'm not that much of a fan. I don't really like Lord of the Rings. I think it's kind of stupid. Just kidding. I love it. I was actually going to ask Mark if I could borrow the extended editions.
Ooh, yeah.
Because I've got about
format?
I've got about 67 hours of my life I can dedicate.
Okay. I just watched
those
them all.
on Blu-ray too. Yeah.
How much were they on Blu-ray?
I got the whole collection, I think, for $70.
That's not bad.
Wow.
No, you mean the whole collection, Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit?
No, just Lord of the Rings.
Is it the gold box?
Yeah.
Yeah, with the map that folds out.
Yep.
Yeah.
When I bought just the regular Lord of the Rings on Blu-ray, because I only ever had them on regular DVD, so I was like, oh man, $10 for like all 3 of them on Blu-ray? Like, I don't give a fuck if they're extended or not. Like, that's just a good deal. And so the guy cashed me out. He's like, oh, awesome. Oh, it's not the extended ones.
Yeah, I would be that guy.
Wow.
I'd be that guy.
Well, if I knew the guy a little bit better, I'd look at him and say, well, motherfucker, it's your store that doesn't sell them, so I'm obligated to have to buy the shit version, you piece of dog filth. So this is to you, you Walmart employee, for judging me.
I would say,
you can lick the bottom of my nuts.
I'd be like,
I still like the movies.
I would say, dude, I wouldn't get these. I would get the extended.
Yeah, and then I would say, dude, fuck your face.
Dude, the extendeds are so much better.
Yeah, but dude, I obviously only have $10 to spare, not 70.
All right,
See?
I'll bring them next time.
Thank you.
I saw that Best Buy has the extended of The Hobbit.
They're good. They're good. Yeah.
Is there
if
much
you've read
more?
the book, if you've read the book, like I have a long time ago, yeah, there's probably 20, 30 minutes in the first one.
Really?
Yeah.
I like the first one a lot.
And it wasn't like where if they go and they do something like that later, it's not as good. Like,
Right.
Peter Jackson is just so good at that world that they're all amazing.
You know, the last one there, the Battle
Of Five Armies?
Yeah.
I have the extended. It's still in the wrapper. I have.
That does not surprise me with you.
I didn't really like the last one.
Then give it to me.
I have the other two extended.
You have copies of them all?
No,
Are you saying it like you're just going to get rid of them?
no, I'm gonna.
Then leave me alone. I don't want your pity. I just want your movies.
I didn't like the last one. I'm sorry.
I liked
Not a fan.
parts of it. I liked...
I thought 2 at the end. 2 was like too long at the end.
I thought 3 was
Oh.
too long at the end.
Oh my gosh. It's like the furnaces. Turn them on.
I feel like the battle of the Five Armies battle should have started right at the beginning of the movie.
Yes.
Because I was not over it, but I was bored of what the battle could have been before the battle even happened.
Yes.
I'm like, you're spending way too much time.
And that was one chapter in the book, not even a chapter.
Well, I feel like they spent way too much time with Thorin being a bitch
Yeah.
and pissy and crazy and
Oh,
upset.
oh man, he goes wicked nuts in the book.
And I'm fine with that, but
Wicked.
I'm
nuts.
sure in the book, because of the diet, like the wording, it feels more powerful than just you see the dwarves. He's losing his mind like his dad did, or whatever.
Yes.
It's like
Yes.
I didn't get to experience that the way you wanted me to,
Yeah.
because you've been focusing on something else entirely. Like, I feel like those Hobbit movies, one could have been Thorin Oakenshield trilogy, just him. That didn't have anything to do with Smaug. Well, I mean, it would have, because he would have needed to get back into Eobor or wherever, or
Yes.
whatever the mountain was. But it felt like Rivertown and all of that, or Lake Town, was like a side story. It didn't feel like that shit was important enough for me to care about the battle when it actually got to it.
Right.
Because even with Legolas and whatever her name was.
Yeah, they were totally not from the book. They were picked from
It
somewhere
was just
else.
to get Orlando Bloom in there.
Which, I'm okay with all of it, but it didn't feel like I should have cared. It was like, oh, this is cool, I'm familiar with it. But like when they went to that red castle or wherever the fuck it was, him and her, and I forget what they call it. It's not really a castle, but it was like a fortress built into like a red mountainside, and there's like these flying fucking things around it, and they're kind of hiding out of the way, and they just see another, like that's where one of the armies comes out of. And I'm like, you're just showing me stuff. You're not, just to progress the storyline. I don't really need to see this. I don't need to see where these people are coming from, because they aren't the main focus. But because you're putting Orlando Bloom into it, you're making me feel like I have to.
Yeah.
Because he's the guy out scouting that I should care.
And you know him from Lord of the Rings, and you love him from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, that's basically what I said. That's what I'm going with.
The part where Gollum and Bilbo interact is great.
I like that. I do like that quite a bit. I thought that was really good.
So good.
That did not feel like they forced that
What's
in
in
there.
my pockets is...
Yeah, I like that quite a bit. I really, really like that.
That's a trick.
But
But yeah, I like this.
I do too. I really like the Lord of the Rings one a lot, though. Because
Yeah, me too.
I think the Lord of the Rings movies are much better than the Hobbit movies. At least emotionally for me. Like, when I watch the Lord of the Rings ones, and I know you're the same way, I can't just be like, alright, I'll watch that. No, it's an event.
Yeah, you're watching all.
It's an event.
Yes.
Absolutely. The Hobbits, I lose interest towards the middle of the second one. Not losing interest in the movie, but losing interest in, do I really need to keep going, though? Like, yeah, got him.
You know what happens.
Right. Like, I've seen this song and dance before.
Right.
It's weird.
It is.
So when I was playing the Lego Lord of the Rings one, I was sucked in like a cock
When
into
I
Brianna
finished
Banks.
the
Did I say that?
rewatching them, I put in that Lord of the Rings game, and I'm like, I gotta go. Like, I gotta see what I want to play it again.
It's an event. It's like Star Wars. If I was to, I don't play the Lego Star Wars games to pass time. If I just watched all 12 movies, I'm now in a state of mind of, I am a Jedi.
Yes.
I need to keep practicing my skills. What games do I have?
Yeah.
And then I will play the energy out of the Star Wars in me with a game. Same with the Lord of the Rings or something. It's like you just said.
You want to be in that world.
In any any way I can.
Yeah.
Like Batman, I've been. What the hell did I watch that made me really? I watched something.
Like a DCW show, maybe, or
I'm trying to think of. There was something I had watched that made me start watching the Batman animated series again. This past week. So whatever the fuck it was that triggered that, it's like, oh, I want to watch that now because I just want to watch that. I don't even know what it was. But I started watching the Batman animated series again. I'm on disc 2, Harvey Dent Part 2. And then watching that, I'm like, I want to play the Arkham game. And so now I'm kind of into that. Now that I'm watching this, after you guys leave, I'm like, I kind of want to play the Arkham game when I'm done. So, but I mean, I know that this whole episode was Lego, and we kind of got off, but that's what our thing is. But but that's the thing. That's the conversation. That's all the conversation with all of our corny, comic booky, dorky conversations. One leads to the other. But that's the fun of it. That's the fun of yes, this is a hamburger that is made out of Lego. But this is a $1 million franchise directed by one of the most world-renowned, famous fucking directors of all time from a book that is beloved by trillions and a movie franchise loved by millions in a fucking Lego version.
Yeah.
It's cool to see that different universes can cross paths to give you a different... Like, there might be kids out there that have played this, never watched the movies, but played this, and now like the movies, or whatever one you want to use as the example. Like, it might have opened a door for something else, and that's why I love this kind of shit. I don't know. It's just I really love this kind of shit.
Or like if you liked this and you were like, oh, maybe I'll start watching the Avengers movies.
Yeah,
any of it.
Or you see the Lego Ninjago movie and you're like, oh, well, there's this other one, and you start watching those. Yeah, totally.
I mean, even if you're not a Lego person and you see this Batman movie, you're like, well, I like Batman, so I'll at least check that out. Okay, now you're going to check out a movie that you wouldn't have checked out because it's Lego, but it's because it's something you like. Well, that might open up the door to, well, I like that. Let's see what the other ones are.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. I really like all that idea of what these things, the actual meaning behind them could be, of bringing things together and just opening up your imagination and shit. Because that's what Lego really is.
Yeah.
Honestly, is bringing things together, literally, and opening your imaginations to different ideas. Like, that's truly what it is. And I just think it's brilliant. I think it's very brilliant.
And it really is fun to see what people come up with. Lego.
Yeah.
It really is.
If you guys go on the Lego website and you looked up the Lego creator ideas and just saw half of what these people are submitting to Lego to try to get as Lego stuff, it's like, how are they saying no?
Like, what are some that you remember any?
There's, what's the one? The main one that I always think about that I'm like, how did you say no to this? And I know I showed you pictures. Somebody built a giant X-Mansion. And what it was each room, this is how I would think you would have bought this if they sold it. There were probably I don't know how big it was. I will say altogether, the X Mansion was probably width to width, like this big.
Whoa.
And let's just say it's that wide. Hypothetically, I really don't even know the dimensions of it. But say it's this long by that wide, which is good size. Like, that's a good size room, however you break it up to do shit with. But each room was its own individual little square. So you'd have one little square here, another square at the top, and then broken up. So you probably had 8 rooms altogether. 2, 4, 6, 8. No, probably 12. Probably 12 rooms. I don't know how it was. So each room came with, the 3 walls, top, or the roof and the floor, whatever, and then maybe like 2 minifigures. And each room was different. One room would have been a lab. Like kind of how I do my little X Mansion that I made up.
Yeah.
Beast has his own room. There's this classroom, whatever the rooms would be.
Yeah.
There's a danger room.
Does Professor X have his
right? There'd probably be
unit?
right. There's probably a Cerebro and all of it. Yada yada. So each little room would be its own set. I would imagine sell that for like $20. Each one of them $20 a piece.
Yeah.
Then the goal with all of it is each set you get, you build. And it makes the entire mansion.
There's like a wall or 2.
Yeah. And I
cool.
think, I don't know if that's how the person would have sold it, but that's in my head how you could sell it.
Kind of like Marvel does with their action figures, where you get a little piece of.
It's a build-a-figure.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yep.
A build-a-set. Which I don't know why they don't do that with anything.
Especially when you know people make cities of their own. You
exactly.
Know what I mean? Yeah.
So why not buy 10 different sets that, yes, they're all the same. It's a fucking square room, but each room is its own theme. They come with 2 or 3 different figures. Each figure is exclusive to that set. You sell it $20 to $60, depending on how big, what's in it, to build something bigger, grand. Instead of selling like $100 fucking Arkham Asylum, a whole set, sell 8 or 9 sets for $10, $20, $30, $40 a piece. You're now making double that money to build a set.
And you know people are going to buy it because it's at a lower price point. Yep.
So that's like the one Lego idea that I'm always like, I cannot believe they did not do that. Because this guy had every fucking X-Men character you could imagine built, and it was just awesome.
Wow.
There's other ones out there that are just random. They did an old abandoned building, which it looked like a brick house. That was all like the bricks were destroyed and there were vines overgrowing it.
Cool.
Just collectors kind of stuff. There's a treehouse one. There's a bunch of random ones. There's always car ones. People are always making like little supermodel cars and shit. It's just some of the shit that people come up with. I'm like, wow, like how are you not working for that company? It is so, or why aren't you like selling that to like a third party? You're going to probably make way more money.
Yep.
Because your idea will actually just get accepted because they don't give a fuck. If someone sees dollar signs, they're not going to care.
Yeah, all these Chinese ones that are making these sets and stuff.
Right. Yep. I think that is cool, though, like all those little villains right there.
This is so well done. I love this movie.
What's the deal with the stoplight thing again?
That?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a real thing or not in Superman, the Negative Zone. I really have no idea.
Yeah, that seems kind of random, but
Mm-hmm.
but like they don't
Just
take
go
themselves
like-
too seriously, so. What? I love the play on him and Superman. Just,
Yeah.
That's such
Yeah.
a great storyline.
Couple little Easter eggs of randomness. Billy D. Williams is playing Two-Face, which is cool because he was the original Harvey Dent in the '89 Batman. And a future Easter egg, because they did not know this up until they casted Wonder Woman, Catwoman for the new Batman movie. Zoe Kravitz, she voiced Catwoman in this.
That's cool.
So
Did they say Spider-Man sucks?
No, it's an
Iron
Iron
Man
Man
sucks.
sucks.
Oh.
They even say in the commentary, they're like, how did you guys get away with that? And I forget the story, but it was funny.
And they're all eating lobster now, which is just...
I like how Robin's cape is draped over the couch.
Yep. That's such
You
good
would
shit.
not hang a picture like that in your living room with family portraits, because then everyone's going to know who the fuck you are.
Right?
Bruce Wayne, why do you have a picture of Batman?
Yeah.
And your butler's dressed like Batman? And the adopted kid you have that looks like Robin?
Did you go to a con and you're doing cosplay? Is that what this is?
No.
It's not me.
See, why didn't you put those in a set? Those would have been kind of fun to have.
Snake clowns, they're real.
Snake clowns.
Is that it for our Legos media?
That's all I can think of, really.
I know there's probably other stuff out there, but I'm not prepared. I don't really know.
Is it bad that I'm still buying these sets?
No, it's cool. Do you find them cheap?
Amazon has them for about the same price. Some of them are more rare than others.
I knew the game was done when they started going on clearance at Walmart.
Yeah.
I was like, I walk by every day and more of them are going on clearance.
That's how I got my Mr. T.
So sad. And they were actually going to put the villain in the story mode
Yep.
as his own, but the
I
game
remember you
got
saying
canceled.
that. You were upset because they didn't do the Flash, right?
Yeah. You can go to Star Labs, but you can never, you can't get the Flash.
They should have made all of these characters in these outfits.
Especially when you know they like to do variants in every set. You know, like
Like
you said, like
Two-Face
Captain
was-
America and shit.
Yeah, exactly. Look at Killer Croc. He looks sweet.
And you already have the molds, you know what I mean? You know, so yeah. Yep. It just
Is this
creative.
Lonely Island, do you know?
I think so.
just the visuals.
Yeah, I mean, it's
The
very
time
cool.
it had to take to do that and to make it look
Aw.
like that and everything.
Man bat.
And you know, like all the figures having scuff marks on them, like
Oh.
a Lego figure
Well,
would
even
and
if
all
you
that shit.
just-
And
There's parts, if you notice, when their arms open up on the inside, it actually says Lego, like
Yeah.
it would. I mean, there's all the detail is there. It looks like it's a real piece of plastic you're looking at.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like it looks like a stop motion movie, but it's really not stop motion.
I thought it was.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, John, they are, aren't they? And he's like, no, not really.
I wouldn't doubt that there's parts that are real. Like, I'm sure they created some of the sets, but the animations and motions and shit,
Yeah.
But they just took the time to be like, how would this figure move?
right, how would it? That's the thing.
Yep.
How would it do? Look at Cat Boomerang! See, those look real. Those look
Yep.
real.
So good.
It is good. This was a good movie. I would have loved it if they made a sequel.
This thing is recording, right?
That's it.
Wow. I love it.
French fry stand.
I love those sets. When I
They're
first
pretty
saw
sweet.
that, I was like, he would love those for his city. Like, just
Where'd you find him?
online, I just searched for like custom Lego sets, and that stuff came
They
up.
are very cool.
I mean, some like you get like a YouTube video of somebody that made a set, and you're just like, nobody's selling that,
Yeah.
and it's like I can't believe nobody's selling that, you know. But you just go like on eBay, you'll just find these Chinese retailers that just have all these different small sets and stuff.
I think they're pretty sweet. I really like the hamburger one.
It's awesome.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, that's fucking so creative.
Gemma was playing with them the other day. She really likes them. And these ones are like perfect for me to let her play with because I have little base plates perfect size for these that I can just put down on the table for her and she'll just sit there.
I love the sesame seeds.
Yeah. I like all of it. I mean, the stickers are really cool, which the stickers were weird putting them on because you peel them off and then you put them on and then they're like a stencil kind of. You have to peel.
Oh, wow.
Like a vinyl decal. You
Yeah.
have to peel the film
Yeah.
off it. Yeah.
Yep. Like if you see it, in the light, you can see how it bumps out.
Wicked.
So you had to be very precise on putting them on there, which I think they look really sweet. And I remember when I was putting this together, reading this now, it says all it says is during the activity, buy 2, 80% off. And at the time I was thinking, during the activity, like, what does that mean? During the coronavirus? During all of this shit, if you buy 2,
Right.
you get 180% off.
Activity.
That's just a weird thing to say. During the
Pandemic.
activity, what activity? Like, what if this is just out on the street in New York City? What activity have I been doing to where I should buy these? But I think that should wrap it up for the Lego media. I mean,
What will Lego do next?
Lego my
Like-
Lego.
What do you know if they're making any more games? Well, that new Star
New
Wars.
Star Wars one.
I don't know.
I don't know what other properties they would do. I really have no idea.
Right.
I would like them to do another Marvel one, because now that they own the rights to all them guys again,
Yeah.
do Marvel Lego Superhero 3.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
And Disney has made the Lego Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, fuck, dude! I forgot about that one. That's another one I beat.
That's
man.
an obscure
I gave you that one.
No, I don't have that.
I gave that to you.
No,
Yes. Yes.
I don't have that.
Yes. I absolutely gave that to you. Because you asked if I had it, and I said, yeah, I'm probably going to sell it because I bought it.
So
And then I
obscure.
gave it to you.
I love it.
That's not apparently. That game was sweet.
What was the bet? Was it all 3 movies?
No, I think it was 4 of them. I think it had.
No,
I think it had on Stranger Tides.
no, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
No way.
Why?
It's older than dirt. That game.
So was it on Stranger Tides at this point?
Really?
Sure. It's not. Just no. I don't even think it's a real game. I don't think it ever happened.
It's a game.
Pirates of the Caribbean? What is that?
Caribbean?
Caribbean. Pirates of the Caribbean! Featuring Jack Swallow and Johnny Depp.
That's Kurt Angle saying it. Kyrie B.
Caribbean! It's good to be back here in Albany.
Oh, that was good shit.
Fucking dumb
Man.
shit. I don't know what other Lego. Here's a couple spitball ideas for a Lego game. Looney Tunes.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. They could do a lot with that.
Do a Ghostbusters Lego game, even though they don't have the rights anymore because Mobile has them.
That'd be cool.
Now that Kevin Smith is doing the He-Man, do He-Man.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Boy,
That'd be cool.
you'd have a lot of characters.
Or you could even do like an 80s cartoon kind of world.
Mhm.
Like you said with the pie pieces where you're going into the different, you
Yeah.
know, Voltron and Thundercats and He-Man and
That
all
would be
that shit.
sweet. That would be cool.
Do you know what I saw at Walmart and it made me think of you guys? It was a He-Man wrestling ring.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're doing the He-Man style.
Did you
figure.
see that they have the classic Ghostbuster figures out
Yeah.
again? Oh, man, that took me back. I came home and I started looking for my Egon and my Peter because I still have those originals. And I just like, I want all 4 of these. I want Peter, Egon, Winston, and Ray. I think, and actually we came home because I had Gemma, and we came home and started watching the real Ghostbusters cartoon because I was like, that's amazing.
They had a ghost trap you could buy.
Yep.
And
The PKE meeting.
Yeah.
You can actually trap ghosts with that.
they seem really cheap though.
Well, why
like-
wouldn't they be? They're toys.
Yeah, like, I don't know. It just seemed like if I played with it, it would break.
I have one of the original Ghostbuster guns in my
Oh,
office from like whenever they started making toys. It's the original one. Gemma will grab it and she'll start running around. It's got the logo on it still,
Wow.
and she'll be like, you can like pull the gun or the trigger back and forth. She'll be like, she's like, I'm getting ghosts.
Don't
ghosts.
cross the beams, Gemma.
It's like, jeez. I remember having the PKE meter, the original one, where it would flip up and there was a little spin dial on the handle, and it would spin like.
Oh.
To make it look like it's picking up a signal.
Yep.
There were the ghost trap. It's basically the same thing. It really is basically
I would
the
want to
same
slide that sucker out and kick the
thing.
thing.
Well, just think of those kind of toys that they're making now, like those Batman ones. ones where you can get like the Joker props.
Yep.
That's just allowing you now to be more creative with your cosplay outfits.
Yes.
If I was to do Ghostbusters, I would buy those toys
Yeah.
and then just find a fucking Ghostbusters
Yeah, 'cause
jumpsuit.
you could have like the trap hanging off your your belt.
I would
and
take
all that
I would
stuff.
take a black electrical cord and just make it look like a longer, cord to it, so you can extend that fucking thing far. Like it'd be so easy now to make different
Get some
cosplays.
slime somewhere.
Right.
They sell it everywhere.
Right. Slime up your outfit a little bit.
Yep.
Jerk off on it or something. I got that slimed!
Oh, I got slime.
I got cummed. What?
Oh boy.
Come on, guys.
Whoa.
This is a fucking family show. There's little
It
kids
is.
that watch that.
I've been labeled on YouTube all wrong then.
Yeah.
PornTube? Is that what we're on? Because I look us up on PornTube and I don't see
porn.
it. You porn? Porn, did you? You porn. Did you do porn? You porno? Alright. What just happened to you?
What's going on?
What happened to this? I just,
Where am I?
just gonna... Does that look like a
Yeah. Big Mac.
That might hurt.
That hurt coming out.
It hurt going in too.
Mm.
Ew, what? What? What, Dave? This has gotten too far.
If this is too far, then what have we done before?
We're reeling it in. That's how far we're out.
What are you, deep sea fishing?
No,
Damn.
we're way the fuck out there, dude. That's how far out we were from the boat just now.
Yeah.
There were no rails anymore. We were in the ocean, my friends.
We don't need rails where we're going. I just watched that.
Back to the Future? I like that. Like, I wish there was a Back to the Future game. Why not? You got
Well,
3
there's a
movies.
There's a Lego set for this. Yep. You get
Ladies and gentlemen of the podcast viewers, this has been the Comic Wrestling Podcast, little baby project known as the Comic Shop. This is
Marcadius.
Marcadius. You are?
Deadly Dave.
I am the wild card, Ace Williams. We have no idea what we'll be doing on the next episode, so tune in, check out, always subscribe, watch, click, like, punch, kick, bop. I don't care if you even twist it.
Ring a bell.
Just ring a bell, like ding ding ding, ring
Yeah.
ding, ring ding ding ding, ring ding, ring ding ding, ring 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 ding. Anyone that watches Breaking Bad will absolutely understand that reference.
Yeah.
So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you so much for watching the Lego Media episode of the Comic Shop.